The night is dark in Istanbul. A man walks quickly down a quiet street, glancing over his shoulder. He feels watched. In cities from Ankara to Abu Dhabi, a secret war is underway. This isn't a war of armies, but of spies in alleys, drones in the sky, and secret deals. The conflict is between two former allies, Turkey and the United Arab Emirates. Once partners, now rivals, they fight for power and influence in the Middle East. There are no official declarations, no soldiers marching, just subtle, deadly signs. A journalist found dead, a secret arms shipment intercepted, a general suddenly armed, each event a piece of a larger puzzle. This hidden struggle is reshaping the Middle East and Africa. Turkey, led by President Erdogan, supports political Islam and the Muslim Brotherhood. The UAE, under Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, sees these groups as threats and seeks stability. Their deep disagreement fuels a proxy war, fought in other countries with local actors. From Libya's battlefields to Somalia's ports, their rivalry is everywhere. They compete for trade routes, build foreign military bases, and use wealth and technology to sway allies. This isn't just a regional fight. It has global consequences, drawing in powers like Russia and the US. Understanding this secret war is key to understanding the modern Middle East. It's a story of ambition, ideology, and the high price of power. The leaders' visions for the region are fundamentally opposed. Turkey wants to lead the Muslim world. The UAE wants to suppress political Islam. Their rivalry is fought in shadows, with no end in sight. The silent battle is changing alliances and the balance of power. It's a war for the future, fought far from the headlines. The stakes are high, and the consequences reach far beyond the region. This is the new Middle East, shaped by silent wars and shifting loyalties. The world is watching, even if most don't see the battle. In the darkness, the struggle continues. Before the Arab Spring, Turkey and the UAE were partners, economically linked, building each other's cities, and sharing a vision of prosperity. But in 2011, the Arab Spring changed everything. Protests swept the region, toppling old rulers and giving rise to new political groups, many inspired by the Muslim Brotherhood. Turkey's Erdogan saw opportunity and supported these movements, hoping to shape a new regional order. The UAE saw only chaos and threat, fearing political Islam would destabilize monarchies like their own. So Turkey backed the uprisings, the UAE backed the old guard. Billions were spent supporting opposing sides. In Egypt, Turkey supported the elected Muslim Brotherhood government. The UAE backed the military coup that overthrew it. This was the breaking point. Their partnership shattered. Suddenly, Turkey and the UAE were on opposite sides of every major conflict. The Arab Spring turned them from partners to ideological enemies. Their rivalry spread, fueling proxy wars across the region. The aftershocks of that divide are still felt today. The Arab Spring was not just a political earthquake, it was the start of a secret war. The two countries now fight for influence everywhere, from North Africa to the Gulf. Their visions for the region are irreconcilable. The divide is deep, and the competition fierce. The Middle East's future is being shaped by this rivalry. The silent war began with the Arab Spring, and it's far from over. The world is still living with its consequences. Libya's civil war became the first major battlefield in the Turkey-UAE rivalry. After Gaddafi's fall, Libya split in two, the UN-backed government in Tripoli, and General Haftar's forces in the east. Turkey backed Tripoli, sending weapons, mercenaries, and its game-changing Bayraktar drones. The UAE supported Haftar, supplying him with Chinese Wing-Lung drones and funding Russian mercenaries. The skies over Libya became a testing ground for drone warfare. Battles were fought by remote control with drones hunting tanks and air defenses. Each side tried to outmaneuver the other with technology and tactics. The conflict showed how drones could reshape modern war. Libya became a laboratory for future conflicts, with Ankara and Abu Dhabi pulling the strings. The people of Libya paid the price for this foreign rivalry. The war was no longer just Libyan, it was a proxy fight between regional powers. Drones, mercenaries, and money replaced traditional armies. The lessons learned in Libya are now shaping conflicts across the region. The drone battlefield is the new front line in the silent war. As the rivalry intensified, Istanbul became a hub for espionage. The city, home to exiles and dissidents, was fertile ground for spy games. Turkish intelligence uncovered multiple UAE-linked spy rings targeting Arab activists and gathering sensitive information. Arrests were public, sending a message to Abu Dhabi. Accusations escalated to claims of assassination plots and mysterious deaths. The murder of Jamal Khashoggi in Istanbul highlighted the deadly stakes. Arab exiles grew fearful, suspecting surveillance and danger at every turn. The Turkish government used these fears to bolster its image as a protector. The shadow war in Istanbul showed the conflict was personal, dangerous, and far from over. The secret war spread to Africa, especially the Horn of Africa. Control of ports and shipping lanes meant global influence. Turkey used soft power, building hospitals, schools, and its largest overseas military base in Somalia. The UAE focused on commercial ports and alliances with local strongmen, investing in Somaliland and Eritrea. Each move by one side was countered by the other. Money and weapons poured in, fueling local conflicts. African leaders balanced offers from both powers, leveraging the rivalry for resources. The Horn of Africa became a chessboard for Middle Eastern ambitions. The competition created new tensions and new opportunities. The silent war had found a vast new arena. The struggle for influence in Africa is just beginning. The conflict moved online, creating a new digital battlefield. Hackers, trolls, and disinformation campaigns became weapons. Both sides launched cyber attacks and spread propaganda to shape public opinion. The 2017 hack of Qatar's news agency, allegedly by the UAE, triggered a regional crisis. Turkish hackers targeted UAE interests in return. Armies of fake social media accounts flooded platforms with rival narratives. News channels on both sides painted their enemies as villains. The information war deepened divisions and fueled mistrust. In the digital age, the silent war is fought day and night with no end in sight. Recently, Turkey and the UAE have started talking again. High-level visits and investment deals replaced angry rhetoric. Both sides realized endless conflict was costly and unproductive. Turkey needed investment. The UAE wanted stability and growth. The diplomatic thaw is pragmatic, not heartfelt. But the deep ideological divide remains. The rivalry continues, just less visibly, shifting to trade, influence, and quiet maneuvering. Proxy conflicts persist in places like Sudan and Africa. The silent war has simply moved further into the shadows. The struggle for power and influence is far from over. The fragile peace is a truce, not true reconciliation. The world must keep watching. The game continues. In the Middle East, the shadows are never empty for long.